Hey guys, so this video is going to be about the anatomy of the forearm. So the forearm is made up of the ulna and the radius, but I know a lot of people get confused between which one is on which side. So the way that I always remember is that the word ulna sounds a little bit female-ish sounding. So, and you think about girls when they drink tea or whatever, they put their pinky up. So the ulna is on the pinky side, and it's always on the pinky side. It goes the length of the forearm, and it makes up that pointy part in your elbow. And then the radius is the other one. It's the thumb side. And the reason why they call it the radius is the radial head looks like a little circle. So that's how I remember it. In this picture, right here is where the hand and the wrist and everything would be, and right here is the elbow. One thing that you can kind of remember when you are told to point to which one is the ulna and which one is the radius when the bones aren't attached to the hand is the ulna always has a U-shaped area in the bone. This area right here is kind of like the U-shaped area of the ulna. It's where your elbow is. I'll point out all of the different parts of the ulna that are really important for us to remember. So the ulna contains the styloid process. It's this little projection, I guess, right here. It's frequently fractured. The head of the ulna is on the wrist side. So this is the head of the ulna. This entire part is the body. There is a radial notch right here where the ulna is connected to the radial head of the radius. And the coronoid process is this bump right here. This area right here is a trochlear notch, and then this part right here is the olecranon process. The radius is the bone on the thumb side. So the radius also has a styloid process, which is also a frequent area of fracture. The most famous part of the radius is this radial head right here. It looks like a little tablet, a little circular tablet. The neck is where it gets a little bit thinner right here. This radial tuberosity is a really important part. It's a little bump on the radius, and then the body. This is the radial body. But remember that the styloid process of both the radius and the ulna are both on the wrist part of the bones. So it's kind of the distal part of the bones, but it's a little bit confusing because the head of the ulna is on the distal part near the wrist, but the head of the radius is on the opposite side. It's more near the elbow. There's a distal radio-ulnar joint, and then there is also the proximal radio-ulnar joint. And then the next video I'm going to make is about the image evaluation of a forearm.